Welcome to BaseballGuys.com. I'm Ray Flowers. Yeah, you might look at the hat here and say, what the hell is he doing? It's cold out here in San Francisco. I know, 40s isn't cold for some of you across the country, but rain and in the cold weather. I need to make sure I keep this brain nice and functional so I can run through the information on today's Around the Horn report at BaseballGuys.com. First guy on the list, Ben Sheets. Still looking for that deal. He threw last week for Major League teams, looked very good. A lot of teams are interested in bringing him into the mix. Apparently, he's still holding out for $8 million guaranteed. After missing all of last season, I find it hard to believe that any team, including a team like the big market Mets, would step forward with an offer of $8 million a year, but apparently that's what he's holding to, and that's probably why he's still a free agent at this point. Sheets has been rumored to head into the Mets, as I mentioned. There's other teams in the mix. The A's are a surprise team that's been added to the list. Thinking being the A's would like to sign a veteran player like a Johnny Damon, like a Ben Sheets, have him perform well in the first half of the season, and then in the second half trade him for draft picks. I can't see the A's paying $8 million, and like I said, I think it's going to be really tough for Sheets to get anyone to guarantee him $8 million. Chase Utley, second baseman extraordinaire for the Phillies, one of the handful of best power-hitting second basemen in the history of the game. Well, it might be a little bit of a change in Philadelphia. A slight change, not one that changes his fantasy value or diminishes what we can expect from him. But there might be 4 to 5 extra days off over the course of the season for Utley. Look at his numbers throughout his career. The first 4 months of the season, his OPS is over 900. The final 2 months of that season, that OPS dips below 830 in both months. Thinking being maybe a day or two off here and there over the course of the first half of the season will keep him stronger later in the year. So look for the Phillies again to cut maybe a couple of games off his games played list. He's just so physically active, involved in every play, hustling, diving, getting hit by pitches. His body just takes a big toll over the course of the season. Next player on the list is Rick Ankiel, who signed a one-year, $3.25 million deal with the Royals. There's a $6 million option for next season if he excels. Ankiel's supposedly healthy at this point. That shoulder he injured when he ran into the wall last season, doing much better. Look for him to return to the 25 to 30 home run range that he showed previously, provided he can stay healthy and he can get that home run to fly ball ratio that was about 17% in 2007-2008 back up to that region after seeing it dip to about 9% last year. Still has problems hitting left-handed pitching, still has problems, staying in the lineup every day because of that fact and that he strikes out an awful bunch. But he can hit deep, he can take it over the wall, and if healthy, he can easily hit that 25 home run plateau as I mentioned. Jim Thome, another contributor to the 25 home run club, has been that way for past 12, 13 years. Still looking for a team to sign with. Now, there are rumors that he could be headed to the Rays. There's some rumors he might be headed to the White Sox. At some point, you have to figure this situation's going to get cleared up. Might be this week. Look for the White Sox to probably make a strong bid for him. I think it's at least a 50-50 bet he ends up there. He can still hit you 25 home runs, still get a 350 plus on base percentage. Just needs someone to give him the chance to prove that on a daily basis. Carlos Delgado, another first baseman who might be trending toward DH territory. Reports out of Puerto Rico are not good on his injured hip that was operated on. Delgado apparently looks pretty good at the plate, but in the field, he's not looking good. He's not looking limber. He's not looking loose. In fact, there are reports that he is limping quite a bit when he's fielding the position. Might be the time in his career anyway for Delgado to seriously think about spending a lot of or all of his time at DH. Hasn't been a strong first baseman defensively for years. The Blue Jays have been rumored to be interested in bringing back their former slugger. Possibly something to keep an eye on here in the next couple weeks. Next, Johnny Damon, still searching for a team, veteran player. We've talked about him over and over again here and Around the Horn at BaseballGuys.com. Still looking for the team. There's still reports out there, possibly the Tigers, possibly the Braves, possibly the Yankees. Hoping to have a resolution to this in the next couple days. Don't really know where to best guess he's going to go, but if I had to, I guess put a name on it, I guess I'd have to go to the Yankees. It's a great fit, and they still haven't filled his spot when he left after last season. And finally, Miguel Tejada signed a deal to return to the Orioles in the American League. He won't be playing his traditional shortstop position. He'll now play third base. That move will then push Ty Wigington to the bench, as Garrett Atkins, another offseason signing, will move to first base. Tejada, not going to be a top 10 option at third base or shortstop, but has a great chance to once again hit 300, knock in a normal 80-plus runs. Last season, his strikeout rate went way down. His walk rate, unfortunately, went down too, but in conjunction, the two of those numbers basically kept him where we've seen him in the walk-to-strikeout category. So look for Tejada, even though his skills have declined a bit, to still be an effective hitter, now playing third base for the Orioles. Again, I'm Ray Flowers, BaseballGuys.com. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you soon.